Now, once again, 2024 has been a triumphant year in Philippine sports. Let's take a look at the 5 winning moments that I believe, this is just my list, defined the local sports scene. So let's start off first with something domestic and something that I believe will be probably the most popular item on this list for a lot of people. At number 5, by the way, this is no particular order, but the Creamline Cool Smashers achieving a Grand Slam in the PVL, the Premier Volleyball League. Now, a Grand Slam, let's just make this plain. In Philippine parlance, a Grand Slam is when you win all of the conferences in a certain year. Dati kasi, the PVL did not have that. They would have 2 conferences, or it would not be achievable because some teams wouldn't be able to win it as much. But the Creamline Cool Smashers doing something that hasn't been done before, creating history. And not only that, being very, very successful in the way that they've done it, the way that they've won, the way that they've dominated, really left a mark in the Philippine volleyball community and would be an achievement that would be very hard to replicate. Now, moving on, we go to something international. Rubilen Amit, Bingkay Amit, at number 4, Cebu's very own billiards queen. Now, itong si Bingkay, she won the women's 9-ball world title, the first Filipina to ever do so. And for me, it was a surprise that she hasn't won it yet. She's a world champion over and over and over again. And yet here, winning the 9-ball, which a lot of people might say, a lot of Filipinos would probably relate to as the sport that they're probably used to, especially after seeing Efren Bata Reyes, Django Bustamante, and all of these other great Q legends. Bingkay Amit now part of that list as well as a world champion, the first Filipina to ever do so. Now, sticking to the theme na international muna tayo. At number 3 in this list. Again, this is not any particular order of importance, alright? But Gilas Pilipinas defeating countries like Latvia, like New Zealand. Those are teams that you have to feel that we didn't think that we could beat for a very, very long time. But here we are saying that we've taken down New Zealand and Latvia. We almost took down Brazil. We almost made it to the Olympics. Let's see how far we can go, because to be quite honest, there is an upward trend right now with regard to the Gilas Pilipinas program. We're gonna find out whether or not we can actually make it to the LA Olympics and see how far we can go in the FIBA Basketball World Cup in years to come. And of course, we also have to go look at what's happening at the local basketball scene. And we have to congratulate the Meralco Bolts for winning their first ever PBA title as the Meralco franchise. Again, the Meralco Bolts coming into this one as underdogs in their series. They have come so close to winning it so many times in the past, and yet it was always a heartbreak after heartbreak after heartbreak. 2016 was the very first time that they were very close. Justin Brownlee ended that dream. They ran to Justin Brownlee a couple more times and then it did not happen. But here they are, finally knocking on the door and seeing it open. Chris Newsom with a dagger field goal to get the win, to get the championship. It was highly emotional, and of course, it elevates the Meralco Bolts into a championship contender every single year just because of the fact that they've done it already in the past. At ito, okay, this is the only one that I would say is probably in order, all right? This is the only one that we're going to say is number 1 for a good reason, and that is Carlos Yulo winning the double gold at the Paris Olympics. There are so many great stories that came from the Olympics, stories of triumph, stories of trials, stories of gold medals especially, and Carlos Yulo stands out. It stood out in the international scene, and it stands out in Philippine sports history for sure. You take a look at what Carlos Yulo has done. He has broken the barrier here, saying that it's not that he proved that Tokyo was no fluke. He proved that Filipino athletes could be consistently great. All of a sudden, prior to 2021, prior to Tokyo 2020, the Philippines have not won a single gold medal. Now we have 3, just a couple of Olympics on. And Carlos Yulo really cemented the Philippines' place as one of the places in Southeast Asia that could produce gold medals. Hasn't been too often. Singapore, different story. Take a look at Malaysia. They also have their struggles there. But the Philippines in particular right now with Carlos Yulo giving us that dream that we can actually get gold medals on stage in sports that we haven't really concentrated on in the past. Hey, maybe that might mean more investment in sports in general, but Kaloy Yulo being the top of the list there, I don't think it's anyone's surprise, and I think that it would not be proper if we didn't put him on top of that list.